Hello everyone, welcome to day 203 of playing chess every day for you. Let's find the game. We get d4, so I'll play d5. Bishop out. I could just bring my knight out. I think knight f6 is the move that makes most sense here. They know what they should be playing here. I think I could bring my own bishop out. I do like knight c6 though. They go for this kind of setup. I could target this bishop, force it to move. I do think I should try and bring my other bishop out. This light squared bishop, I want to develop it. But I think for now, I could play e6 and bring my dark squared bishop out and just castle. But then I have this very weak piece. I want to bring it out. I do like this knight jump. Could also target this bishop. I will go and I could play e5, but they just take. And then I have to move the knight. I'll play e6 here, it makes sense to play e6. I can always choose to push later. I can go for this simple pin. They just developed another knight. I think I'll choose to castle here and then bring my rook to e8 and then push. They force me to take, I don't really mind. I could go back. If they extend, I can go back. I could go back and keep the pin. If they extend, I can always just go back to b6. They jump the knight in. But now, okay, the knight's defended. I can force the knight to move. The knight leaves. I can push. Push if they push. I can push myself. I can also strike the center now. Now I have the option of pushing. Takes, 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 takes. I can also push in the center. That's a very weird looking move. And so if I take here, they can take. I do think I should just take the bishop first, I'm not sure why. So here I can choose to take and they capture. I could choose to take here, which opens up my rook and looks very nice. If I could remove the pawn, taking the knight would be fantastic for me. They pre-move there. Yeah, now I think I just take here, and if they take, I have the open file. I can target this weakness with my bishop. This is a weakness also, so if I ever play c6, they come out to protect this with the queen, an active move. If I play c6, I can play queen b6 to attack this. Don't really want to rook trade. Taking d4 also threatens to take on d3. They choose to take. They defend this way, but I can actually just go ahead and take on d3 with my bishop. No, I can't sacrifice a rook. I could just go ahead and take here. Jumping in would be nice, but it doesn't achieve much. Pushing isn't that great. Could sacrifice a rook, but definitely not at the moment. Pushing could be good to just pressure the knight. The knight doesn't have many squares to go to. I think I push a5 here. I think my back rank's safe, and I can just go for this. My bishop's very, very strong. It's a great piece. I could take, I could also just come in here now. Is taking better than queen b2? Queen b2 just threatens to win the rook. The rook has to move to protect this. Then I can pick up all the pawns. Looks very nice for me to go here. Yeah, my back rank's protected. Yeah, I just go queen b2, I think. Rook c1 makes sense, but then I just win the outside pawns. And also if rook c1, I can probably sacrifice a rook. Almost. Not really though. Rook c1. Yeah, I mean now I just win all these pawns and keep up pressure on this side. That move just hangs the rook with check, so I have no clue what they were thinking there. Oh wow, no it doesn't. Well, at least now I can win back the bishop. But then I lose my bishop. I'm looking for tactics here as much as I can. There aren't really any. If I take, they take. And I'm actually down material. If I take, they can take protecting this. It's very, very annoying. I could tempo the queen. If I tempo the queen, they can just take. Do I tempo the queen? If I take, they can take. If I tempo the queen, they can probably take. I don't see what else I play here. The queen can't come in here. They take. I could take like this. But I think I just take the bishop here. If I take the bishop, they take with check. They're just winning material. If I take the knight... Do I take the knight or the bishop? Could take the knight with my knight. But then I have back rank problems. I should probably tempo the queen by taking like this. They go and defend. That makes sense, but I have this move. And I hang my rook, like, I'm just gonna resign probably. I should definitely resign. Playing a terrible game. I can't even push here or anything. I have no moves. I'll play on just for the sake of it, but I'm very upset with this game. Hanging my queen. I would say I can push through here, but then they just take. And there's nothing there, this is protected already. I could take. Threaten a fork. If I take, it's checkmate though. I mean, this just loses a pawn or so. They're almost threatening mate. After bishop moves in, they're threatening mate, so... So I think I missed just a clean fork here, almost. They give a check. I have to step away. My king's very trapped, and I think it's almost checkmate. Checkmate very soon. I'll just go ahead and resign here. They played an 84.6, I played at a 77. And it was actually me who was doing much better for the entirety of the game after the opening, until I blundered my queen to their bishop. I made one blunder and one mistake, they made two mistakes. E6 is fine, it's best just to tempo the bishop. And I was actually doing very well here. It was correct to play e5. It was best actually to jump back, because then I'm threatening. If I jump back, I'm threatening to win a piece and pin the knight to the rook. That's actually very powerful. If they make any kind of move, they're just completely losing a piece. Queen b6 was a mistake. They can temper my bishop with g4. Taking my rook just isn't good for them. I should have taken with my knight, which I disagree with. I don't think that was... I think the rook taking the open file makes more sense. Bishop back just hangs the d3 pawn, which I take. That was a big mistake from them. Queen b2 actually was worse than just taking the pawn with tempo, which makes sense. Rook c1 is the only move that works. I actually had to go back with my bishop to protect everything. That was a mistake which gave me just a chance to completely pin their knight to their queen. It wants me to play here bishop g6, back to g6, just holding on to it. I mean, my bishop was hanging here, so obviously I had to move it. For some reason I thought that when they moved their bishop, They hung their rook. I have no idea why I thought that, only because my rook was in. I saw that the e file was open, so for some reason I thought that the bishop was cut off. There was no pin here also. So I decided to take the rook, which is just a blunder and throws away the game. And this knight move also just hangs my rook. I had to make a rook move. Rook f1, just targeting this. They could just defend and they'd be completely fine. Queen b2 is the best move. Yes, so the one and only mistake I made this game was just taking on c1 with my queen. Which for some reason I didn't see their bishop, even though it was defending the rook. That's just a huge blunder from me. And I'm just down a piece for the rest of the game, minimum. But then I also hang my rook, which just completely throws the game away. And there's nothing I can do. I was playing very well, I was actually winning. Move 22 in the game. Move 23, I make the blunder. That's just a silly move from me which loses the game, but otherwise I played well. But I think that's it for today anyway, guys. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you tomorrow.